Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Filmartsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And we've been tracking the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all of the movie releases since everything that's kind of happened globally had started, and we're still waiting on the Marvel Cinematic Universe to come back and start releasing films stronger and better than ever before. However, there's been some new rumors beginning to circulate online that do have some Marvel fans somewhat concerned about when we'll actually be seeing the theater releases in the Marvel Cinematic Universe start to pop up and start to release once again. But first, we wanted to give a quick reminder. We do have a really awesome Instagram page that updates you guys on everything happening Marvel immediately. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, check it out, link in the description. There's also a ton of really awesome memes and other things that are posted on there. So make sure you guys are following that page, and let's go ahead and jump into this story. Now, if you remember from last year, every movie release that was set for 2020 was pushed back to 2021 release dates, even with Black Widow just being weeks away from fully releasing to the public. Now, the movies weren't all initially pushed back a year, they were delayed a few months and then even longer, and once those release dates got closer, they were pushed back yet again, landing somewhere in the second half of 2021, with the exception of Black Widow, which was set to release in May of 2021. Now, a new rumored report is circulating saying that Black Widow, while it's still set to release tentatively on May 7th, 2021, it may still be faced with another delay if Disney chooses to do so because of the state of the world and trying to estimate when people are going to feel more comfortable going back to theaters and watching films in a form that does end up being the most profitable for production companies like Disney and Marvel. This actually mirrors what Kevin Feige, president of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, said in a podcast interview where he said, you know, with a year delay, you would think that it would be enough. But now that there's a vaccine slowly starting to roll out, you know, it's still kind of up in the air, but kind of left it on more of a rather we'll see type remark. Not necessarily confirming there's any delays up ahead, but also not ruling it out, which does have some fans just feeling the pain with all of the delays that Black Widow has seen so far. Though it still has fans holding out hope that we will start to see movies go back to normal, there's also been a lot of push from fans for Marvel to go ahead and embrace the hybrid approach to releasing movies, much like what Warner Brothers did late last year when they released Wonder Woman in theaters and also on the streaming service HBO Max. A lot of fans have called for Marvel to eventually just choose to do the same thing and release Black Widow in theaters along with releasing it alongside Disney Plus. However, we're not too sure how well that will be received. Disney has kind of played around with doing some releases on Disney Plus, and it was somewhat received with a little bit of backlash. Mostly at the end of the day, the releases weren't really necessarily in the same way how HBO Max did the Wonder Woman releases, where if you had a subscription, you could just watch it. There was kind of an additional fee thrown on, and it just didn't really sit well with a lot of fans. But at the same time, we understand the need for these large budget movies to recoup a lot of the investment put into the film, and if Disney wants to just hold out and wait, they will likely be able to see a good return on the film, just a matter of waiting for when. But they also are faced with the very real issue of some people losing interest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by not having any new movie releases that are incredibly interesting or enticing for them to jump back into the MCU on, and whether or not Black Widow would have enough of an unique story approach to bring fans that are a little bit more casual into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They might end up seeing some big losses there as well. Not to say that Black Widow isn't an iconic and integral character to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but there's definitely not going to be as much excitement like there was for anything Marvel related back when Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame were kind of pulling these massive plot points during the 2018-2019 era. So we definitely wanted to talk to you guys and see what you guys all thought about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Do you think that one more delay for Black Widow would be acceptable for Marvel fans, or do you think that would really start to cause some major problems in the MCU? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this. Otherwise, that's it for today. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
Talking.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?